Thank you for tuning into my videos. To support the channel and unlock exclusive perks, you can join us on YouTube channel membership and Patreon. Follow the links in the video description below. Select your level of support and help keep the content coming. This channel exists because of the support we have from fans just like you. Thanks and enjoy the video. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It is 2,000 points.
Ha!
Oh, he's back. Ouch. It's James, if you hadn't heard already. So we're going to go for... Well, we're kind of celebrating, aren't we? Because for the first time in how many... ever? Years? When was the last time you were in the league? Like, never.
Oh, no. I was in the final of the league a few years ago against the Tau.
When was that?
That was like when it almost first started.
Like 10 years ago.
Back around 9th edition, I think.
Yes, early
late 8th edition.
There you go. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, there was a Tau final. Yeah, that's the last time I did the league. The league.
Okay, right. It's just been a long time. James hasn't been in the league because of logistics. We live hundreds of miles away from each other. But we reckon we've got a plan where James can enter the league. I reckon it is possible. So the idea is that, and I've explained it before in an update video, but just very briefly, we're some distance away, but we do meet up for games. So we can play our early games for the league. It's 2 games each. Add the points together. Top 8 armies go through. If James does qualify, if he makes it into the top 8, then I can travel and meet up with him for games. If it doesn't work out and we're running out of time for the league, then James has given permission to borrow his army to see it through to the final stages and possibly the final. But we'll sort of make it up as we go along towards the end if James does progress. But to keep things nice and straightforward, just knock James out of the league straight away would be the easy solution, wouldn't it, James? Just surrender.
We don't surrender. We're Cadians.
Oh dear! No, he's going to put up.
He's going
to put up a fight here, and it is Revenge of the Imperium this season, James. So you've got 2 Imperial armies. So the plan is we're hoping to enter in 2 of James's armies, the Astra Militarum, hoorah, and then Gilliman's Golden Boys as well, the Ultramarines. To have
blue
them,
boys. Blue Golden Boys.
Yeah, they're blue. We all know they're blue. To have them entered into the league as well. So exciting times. It's great to have James into the league. That's going to spice things up and certainly increase the overall volume. And that's volume as in number of armies plus physical eardrum splitting volume as well. So the list here for the Tyranids, and again, this is an army that hasn't been entered into the league previously, and so we're going to put these into the league as well, so I'm able to use these. So this is going to be armies number 7 and 8 being entered in. So I can run this as invasion fleet here for this Tyranids force, and then starting from left to right. So this list has been adjusted just with the fresh points coming from Games Workshop, and also some tactical adjustments going on as well. It was proposed in an army development video on membership, and they've gone ahead with those changes. So Neurogaunts, squad of 11 of those. Then a Norn Assimilator. It's the one without the invuln save, but a bit more tasty in close combat. There's a Morlock in the list. A brood here of Carnifexes, squad of 2. They've taken the Crushing Claws and Heavy Venom Cannons for those. Then Gaunts was running 3 squads of 20, but now it's 2 squads of 20 with 2 Strangle Webs in each of those, and then down to 1 squad of 10 with a single Strangle Web there, just to make free up some points of units coming in. The Swarm Lord, the Decapitator, here is in the list. Then a Tervigon, Big Mama here, just to help breed and give birth and repair Gaunts. Then 2 Tyrannifexes. So we all know about Magnetron, who is... Have you got any magnetized stuff in your army?
Of course.
Yes, okay. So he's... Magnetron's finding himself extremely attracted to your vehicles. Okay. But we've got a new one here, a new Tyrannifex, another one. We have about 4 or 5 of them now painted up as we build up for apocalypse-sized battles. So this is one that was sponsored by Ray Cross, one of the Phoenix Lords. The big thanks to him. So it's bursting through the woods here with pieces of timber stuck to it. It is called the New Jersey Devil, and that's Ray Cross's instructions here to paint up. Looking like so, a flash of black running across the top of its head. So it's distinguishable on the battlefield. We'll see how well it does. But it will revel taking on your Astra Militarum, James, there's no doubt about it. And then finally, the 2 squads of 3 Raveners, and then the last model here, 1 Lictor sneaking into the list as well. So that takes the army to 2,000 points exactly. So that's the list, no further enhancements being added on. And then for the Tyranids, we have a commander allocated. It's one of the Phoenix Lords, it's Nate Miller. It's big into playing Tyranids, so we put him onto the Swarm Lord. And then the sub-commander is going to be Notorious Wayne, one of the Autarchs, and the second in command will be Big Mama across here. So that's commander and sub-commander allocated, and then we're drawing on support from 5 of the gold level Patreons. We use their dice at some critical point during the game, so there's 5 for me, 5 for James. So we have Nate Miller, Longbow BB, Chris Comiskey, Carl Roden, and Dave Humphreys there to help us out here during the game. That's the list here for the Tyranids. We'll take a look at the Astra Militarum next. Okay, so 2,000 points of Astra Militarum.
1995.
Right.
Not quite.
Okay.
But debut of the new Codex.
Yes, new Codex.
And tournament.
And the tournament, the league.
Yes. So I'm a little bit green to the new Codex, but I will try my utmost to bring glory and death to the enemies of the Emperor.
Okay, Greenie, tell us what you got.
Well, this is my combined arms detachment. So it's basically like the original detachment previously, but a little bit of new stratagems, which is quite nice. I've been reading the stratagems off camera. We have the Warlord, Sparks. He is the commander. He's in command of 3 Cadian shock trooper units.
Okay.
But he's in command of this one. And in subordinate is Sergeant Cross, Ray Cross.
Sort of supersized me units of guard.
Yeah, so they're like 20-man strong units. So why not combine them together?
Okay.
So these are Cadian shock troopers.
Can you imagine imagine the Tyranids?
Mm.
Yeah, I'd like a portion of guardsmen, please. Is that regular or supersize? I'll take supersize, please.
Shut up. So each of the Cadian shock trooper squads has got 2 plasma guns, 2 Voxcasters, and 2 melter guns, and the rest are equipped with las guns. And the sergeants are all equipped with chainswords and las pistols, except for Ray Cross's bolt pistol.
Sergeant Ray Cross, there he is.
Yeah, so it's all WYSIWYG, everything you see here.
Okay.
I like to see the weapon.
I might zoom in here because you've done a lot of work on these. See if I can get. Here we go.
Yeah, so these are the Forge World upgraded, older style Cadian shock troopers.
Right.
So I need to add a few more of them. That's why I've got the regular guardsmen.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Nice.
They're cool. I love the models. Classic models.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second squad is exactly... yes, we've got our comrades, haven't we, in arms?
Tyler Grizzle, Harrison Leach, and Donald Hammer.
Yeah, they are in the ranks today. And then over here, if you call those comrades out...
Peter Nastro,
Shay Strait,
Matthew Reck, and Small Fries.
Small Fries?
That's all right.
What are you talking about? Anyway, back to reality. We have each of the command squads, we've got 2 of them, Cadian command squads. They are equipped with a melter gun, medipack, voxcaster, actually it's a master vox, regimental standard, and we have a commander equipped with a plasma pistol and a power fist.
Okay.
In each. They are the Forge World upgraded models as well. And we have over here some more privates as well.
The Zoid Forge, Brian McCarthy.
Yeah.
And Almost
Slinky Lincoln.
Almost Slinky Lincoln. And then Sergeant Big Mac.
That's those comrades there. And then we have...
Anthony Leach,
yes.
Sergeant Leach today.
Sergeant Leach, yes.
Okay.
And then we have Paul David Gray is in command of the artillery detachment.
Cool.
Field ordnance guns.
Nice.
We have a heavy weapons squad of mortars. So I thought I'd try them out because apparently they've done some new tweaks with them, which is good. And I thought I'd try out the 3 auto cannons in that heavy weapons squad there. Chris Comiskey is in command of the Chimera. The Chimera is equipped with a multi-laser and a hull-mounted heavy flamer. I've got a unit of Kasokins that is part of the detachment in them as well, the old lead models. And we've got a Lean Russ Vanquisher that's commanded by Sam Hermes, and is equipped with sponsored multi-melters and hull-mounted las cannon and the Vanquisher cannon. And then over here we've got the Punisher Gatling cannon. We've got the hull-mounted las cannon and sponsored heavy bolter that's commanded by Kieran Dix. We have Archie Edmonds. He is in command of the Lean Russ Exterminator, equipped with the twin Exterminator autocannon and everything the same, multi-melter and las cannon. Lean Russ Tank Commander Nate Miller, equipped with multi-melters and las cannon and a Demolisher siege cannon.
Cool.
And then we've got the Rogel Dawn heavy tank commanded by Winston Atkins.
It never dies, that thing. You got a lot of armour here, James.
Yep. We do indeed. Time to crush those Tyranid crabbies. Turn them into Krabby Patties.
Did you mention him?
Yes, there's a tech priest engines here as well to do any repairs, and may the blessing on this sire be upon our blessed vehicles.
Tech support is available.
Yes. And that's 1995. I do have Patreons and support. So at bronze star level we have Paul David Gray and we have Chris Comiskey. And then for silver we have Archie Edmonds, Kieran Dix, Sam Hermes, Nate Miller and Sparks. And then we have for gold level, generalship level, we have Winston Atkins. Okay. He is of the rank of general in the army group.
James has borrowed 5 of mine here. That's Connor Collins, Gavin, Michael Fryer, Sam Hermes and Darth Windy. Okay.
And that's 1995 points.
Okay, we can all spare our ears and move on.
Cadia stands!
Ouch!
And for the Emperor!
Done. All right, that's James's list here. Pressure on in this game. He's into the league. He says he's green.
To the new codex.
He's nervous. He's got the shakes. We'll see how you get on. Doesn't fancy being digested.
Fine. Don't worry, everybody.
All right, so we aim to have a good game, but also it's the league attached to this one. We'll see how well the Astra Militarum get on. Need a good crushing victory here to stamp their authority on this league. So that's the list of the Astra Militarum. As James, who's your commander here? Because I've allocated out a Phoenix Lord. Who's the overall big guy?
The overall commander is the Castellan.
Across there. All right, so that is Michael Fryer. And then Valin Alsorn, another Imperial player for your second in command.
Colonel.
It's one of the Autarchs.
Probably him.
Down here, right, okay, the guy with the phone. Okay. So James has called out names. It's great to put attached names to vehicles and infantrymen and so on, and that's through his YouTube membership and Patreon support. So you can head over to James's channel. He'll allocate for all of the games that he does. Then whenever he's on the channel here as well, he does the same. He brings over his Patreons and allocates them. So you can help support him. Links below as well for James's Patreon and membership. That's the list here for both sides. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Okay, so for this game we are playing Take and Hold for the primary mission, Hidden Supplies, which is quite straightforward, just an extra objective in the middle, which I'll point out in just a moment, and then Search and Destroy for the deployment zone. So deployment zone, first of all, over in the orange corner will be the Tyranids, and across here, so this is their deployment zone looking like so, and then across the other side in the other corner will be the Astra Militarum. There's 6 objectives on the board this time around, so home objective here for the Tyranids in quite sort of open territory, and then next to the corner of the building over there is James's home objective. There are 4 objectives in no man's land, 1 here next to the bunker, 2 in the middle. You start in the middle and then they spread out in this direction, so 1 here, 1 next to the VAT, and then 1 over on the flank across there in the middle of the road.
Wow, we're actually using 6 objectives.
Yes, quite rare. It just comes up occasionally.
Like the old days.
For the Hidden Supplies mission rule. For Take and Hold, quite straightforward. Turn 2 onwards, the end of the command phase. The player's turn it scores 5 victory points for each objective marker that they control, up to a maximum of 15 per turn. So a big incentive, turn 2 onwards, to try and take 3 objectives. It can be any objectives. It can be a home objective. So anchor the home objective for sure. And then quite a variety now, or a wealth of objectives there in at the middle of the table. Then both of us are going to go for the random draw on secondaries. If there's one thing we've learnt from the league, James, no matter what way the game's going, you've got to get points onto the table. You've got to pick up points. Even if you're losing the game, just rake the points. Try and push your tally up as high as you can. The worst case scenario is you could be doing really well, destroying enemy units. But if you're low on points, then you really are done for. So it's get those points onto the board as much as you can. We've certainly learnt that for the games so far. So then for terrain, we're going to go for Obscuring Ruins, and we'll play the hard edge, just with the physical edge of the terrain piece. So it's quite obvious it's this one, that one, that one, and that one across there. We'll also play that gun tower across there as Obscuring Terrain, and we'll also play this whole piece here in the middle, just joined together as sealed buildings and containers, and then just one lump of Obscuring Terrain as well. So that's going to balance the board out quite nicely for us. There's some other terrain features on the board. Craters, obviously. Crater here. Some barricades, some tank traps, and other barricades dotted around the table as well. So that's the terrain. Both armies ready to go. We'll now start alternating place units on the board next. Right, I just mentioned the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So battle mat is from gamemat.eu. 6x4 in size. Quarantine Zone it's called. You can get this one in the 60 by 44 inches for your regular games of 10th edition. And then we're also using the Chem Zone terrain set here, a chunk of it there in the middle of the board, and then some extra bits around the edges as well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain. A wide variety available from them now. Like with the battle mats, for example, you can get this mat with a wide range of sizes. You can get it double-sided with another design on the other side. You can also get it with inch markings running around the edge, and you can also get it with the Nexus markings as well. So check out gamemat.eu. Link below. There's also a discount code for 11% off across the store, and they are shipping worldwide. All right, so deployment's done for the Tyranids. James has got one more unit to place on the board. So tricky one, trying to navigate the terrain, and plenty of objective options here for the Tyranids. So we've gone for Neurogaunts here at the back. They may well be on backdoor duty. James has got a number of flanking units. Lictor's job, I put him, there's lots of places he can go, but I put him here on the home objective because James has loads of artillery. No unit is safe on the board, except the Lictor at long range. It can just obscure and hide away. I think it's quite crucial. You try and anchor at least one objective and then go after the others. Terrain effects, Magnetron on the left-hand side, facing off against the Rogal Dawn if it decides to move around on that flank. And then the New Jersey Devil here on the right-hand side, so terrain effects on either flank. Then Tyranids looking to surge, to push potentially across in this direction. So Swarmlord, a bit of a risk here with these monsters because they're semi-exposed. Here, if James can get his angles. So Swarmlord here, non-assimilator here. The Carnifex Brood, one either side of the ruin. The Turvagon across here. And then Gaunt units, 10, 20, and 20 across here. Tyranids do have some units in reserve. 2 squads of Raveners, if we remember to bring them on. And then the Morlock in reserve as well, the Terror from the Deep. Here, James's guard will be on edge. Anyone on ground floor, James? Plenty of little munches for us to nibble up. That's our deployment done. We'll go around to the other side of the board here to check out the deployment for the guard. So I'll mention his reserves. So this infantry squad is in reserve?
Yes.
Big blob of infantry in reserve. And then Cassican is inside a flanking rhino. Mm-hmm. Okay, because it's about grabbing the objectives, James. Good thinking.
About 500 points.
Squads here, big squad here, big squad in the middle with the banner. Punisher, Eradicator, Excruciator.
No.
Embellisher.
No.
What's it called?
Exterminator.
Exterminator. Demolisher command tank.
Mm-hmm.
Tech support.
Mm-hmm.
It's Rogaldorn. Castellan has joined them.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he? Oh, he's in there. Yeah, okay, right.
There's no coward.
Okay, disguised as a private. And then heavy artillery here.
Field ordnance guns.
Autocannon teams set up in here. And then 2 tanks, mortars here, and then 2 tanks, Punisher and the Vanquisher tank on the left-hand side. So ready to push around the street there on the left-hand side. That's deployment done for both sides. It is a classic though, isn't it, James? Yes. Guard vs Red Tyranids have been battling away for over a decade on this channel between these two armies, but now it's heating up for crown and glory.
This dice roll
is
in honour of one of my young friends, Josiah Knowles.
Oh, okay.
This is dedicated to him. He said he's only a young boy, and he said, I want to be featured in the battle report. Well, your name's going to get mentioned in that game.
James starting off in the league then, committing his dice to destiny.
This is for you, Josiah.
Okay.
He watches my content, so.
Okay. I dedicate my dice to Nyom Nyom Nyom. 5. We're going to go first. Grubs up, lads.
2.
2.
I've let you down.
All right, Tyranids are hungry. We're going to the first turn of the game. It's quite important here because both of us deploying quite high, especially Tyranids with their monsters. But the Tyranids will take the first turn here. Got to get points onto the board. It's crucial for both of these armies in this league battle. We're going to the first turn of the game. Tyranids will go first. All right, so on turn 1 here for the Tyranids, about to make their move. Secondary is drawn. Defend Stronghold came up, which we shuffled back in. You can't do it on turn 1. Mark for Death came up, which is a nightmare. James has plenty of units that are nicely obscured away. So it's mortars he's placed on, the artillery, and I think the Rogaldorn as well. So he's banking on those staying safe, which should be the case. The other one that's drawn is Cleanse, which is performing actions on No Man's Land objectives. Thankfully, the Tyranids do have a number of units that can reach No Man's Land objectives quick enough, so may well go for that one to try and get some points onto the board. If you enjoy our games, you want to support the channel and unlock bonus content, do join us on YouTube channel membership. So link for that in the video description below, or go to the channel homepage and you can join us there. Most people are going for Aspect Warrior level. When you go on Aspect Warrior level, which is the lowest tier that we do, that gives you access to all the bonus content that we create. If you're already enjoying our league, to catch all the league battles, it will be shared between regular YouTube and YouTube channel membership. So join us if you can, and you can unlock the bonus content that we create. And we can't survive without your help coming through. So everyone that does follow us already and is a member, a massive thank you. But we do need your support. So if you can, then join us on YouTube channel membership. And then as a reward, we can give you all the extra content as well. And then a massive thank you to everyone that joins us at the higher tiers, the Autarchs, the Phoenix Swords, and the gold and silver level Patreons. So we'll start moving here with these Tyranids. We're going to go for some of these objectives, I think. One thing to call out, I have elected to go for sitting on objective with the simulator. It's that objective across there. So we're going to head towards that. Maybe we'll put a cleanse on it as well, just to bring some points in. All right, so movement's complete here. Quite swift here with the Tyranids. All quite straightforward, really what we plan to do. So, Gaunts, 2 prongs of them pushing out in this direction. This unit advanced to get onto the objective. Carnifex is not really any target, so I advanced them and got them onto the objective as well.
Sir, I see a wooden chip on top of that Tyranid, sir.
This?
What in the Emperor's name is going on?
Just bursting out of the woods. It's the New Jersey Devil, yet to fire. It's moved up and does have an angle towards one of your tanks for its debut firepower. Tervagon's pushed up. Kind of held these around here. I'm just watching my back door. James has flanking units. I don't want break-ins across here. Lictor's happy to sit on the home objective. Neurogaunt shifting around here. Again, just on backdoor duty. Then the other Tyranifex here, Magnetron, has moved around and yes, does have an angle against the Rogel Dawn. You do realise I could one-shot one. No, I can't because of your silly ablative plating thing. Okay. Norna Simulators moved onto the objective and plans to cleanse. Gaunts on the objective could cleanse or go for a bit of firepower into the Guardsman. And then Swarmlord pushing up. He does have some kind of firepower actually available to go after those Guardsmen potentially. And that's it. That's movement done. Tyranids going out aggressively here. They may be punished for it. But the rewards are great if we can hang on to objectives and rake in points. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. All right, so I'm going to debut with the debut, which is the New Jersey Devil. It's going to fire its shots into the Vanquisher. What you going to do?
What were you needing to hit?
2 shots, needing 3s. If I strike you, there could be trouble. It'll be AP -4, D6 +6 damage.
Let's put the pressure on.
Strength 18.
Smoke.
Oh, he's going to let off a nervous puff of smoke. Okay, smoke puffs up. Okay, I will supercharge this with the longbow BB dice. 2 shots, name 4s then. Oh! Ah! Trouble. Strength 18.
Toughness is...
It's got to be more than 10 or 11, isn't it?
11.
3 to wound with a command reroll on standby. Command reroll. It's got to be done. I'll gladly use it for this. Yes! 2 wounds go through. New Jersey Devil has done it.
AP minus...
So that's Ray's custom name that you chose, a little bit of a custom colour scheme and a theme, and that was from the campaign that we launched, remember? Adopt a Carnifex. A number of people... Tyrannifex, sorry. Adopt a Tyrannifex. About 10 people answered the call, and so I painted up the latest one of those. We've got about 5 Tyrannifexes, 5 or 6 of them. Painted up so far.
Silver Star. Archie Edmonds.
2 up, 6 up. It's 5 up saves, James.
Mm-hmm.
James, if you fail both, you're dead.
But if I pass both, it's glory.
Oh no, he's failed both. Oh dear, dear. 2d6 plus 12 damage.
Yeah.
Can't reroll?
I can't. I've only got 1 CP.
We spent it on smoke.
Yeah.
Cup up. He's done it. Ray will be happy. Why don't you roll?
Well, I've got
Roll to see if you blow up.
I've got 13 wounds.
Oh.
So he's going to be...
Still gone.
He's going to kill.
Yes. And does he blow up? Don't do it, James.
No.
No, he's all right. Okay, so... Target destroyed.
That's
The damage was... Whoa! 23 damage.
Sam Hermes.
God, okay, right. All right, a bit of jealousy here from the other side of the board. Magnetron, I think we'll turn to him next for his firepower. So we'll charge him up. You're magnetized, aren't you, on your...
Yes, of course it is.
Yes.
You just trolled me.
I'll just do this to... Just to wind
Utterly
up James. There you go.
So stupid.
2 shots. Needing 3s. Carl Roden, he'd love to... I know that he would love this one if he'd get his hits. 3s. 2 3s. Bang on. Because James used smoke across the other side. 3s to wound. Both go through with... Oh, okay, -4 again. So it's 2 saves of 5+. No ablative plating.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's been some tinkering with the rules. Surprise, surprise from Games
Once
Workshop.
per battle, when an attack is allocated to this model, you can change the damage characteristic of that attack.
From what we're hearing in the comment section, I think the rules are the same for both of us. Is you have to declare it before you roll your save.
Mm-hmm.
So James can just use that now, obviously.
Yeah.
In which case you're just going to make 1 save of 5+.
Come on, Nate.
A bit scary. James could block this. He'll rejoice if he does.
5+ for the Emperor.
You'll get it. No, he doesn't get it. All right. D6. +6. 12 damage. Magnetron.
6 wounds remaining.
We would deserve a bit of your magnetized accessories for that. Go on.
No, you do not.
We do. Sing it across the board.
No, he's not dead.
Oh. Go on then. 6 wounds left. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Gosh. It's a dream here for the Tyranids. The 2 Tyrannifexes working away at the flanks, but eating through James's armour. We'll press on here, but firepower's been more than impressive from them. It's just 2. Can't help it if they're supercharged.
You've done a whole campaign.
One's burst out of the woods, and the other one lives on magnets.
There's no woods.
There's loads of woods. Where?
Exactly.
It's revenge, because your guardsmen cut the woods down and built a city. So this has burst out. It's
We're not orcs from Isengard.
Right, we're doing so well.
Not Ents.
We're doing so well. I'm gonna take the Swarm Lord and I'm gonna vomit all over your guardsmen. So we're gonna use a torrent. Oh no, it's a psychic attack. So we're gonna go for Synaptic Pulse, and it's D6 +3 auto hits on the guardsman in the middle. 3 and 3. So 6 auto hits. It's going to be 3s to wind. And 4 wounds go through. Maybe -1, ignoring cover. So 4 saves of 6+. Blocks 1. 3 dead. Medipack in the squad?
No, it's up, I have half casualties. I can restore D3 platoon units. It's changed.
Okay. 3 models slain. Just James will take regular guardsmen. Okay. Yeah, the league has been brutal so far. There's no factions being lenient with each other by any means. It's kill or be killed for sure. James won't go into... It's just 1 tank loss so far, so it's not panic mode for sure. And then Tyranids have moved out, so there is plenty of scope for revenge here. Most of the Tyranid firepower's finished. They moved. They advanced, can't shoot. He's finished. These... I'm going to try and go for the points here. So I'm going to cleanse on there. I'm going to cleanse on there, and I think that's going to be firepower finished, actually. Yeah, so that does mark the end of the turn here. Well, the end of the shooting phase, at least. Charge. No, we'll leave it. We'll try and keep him tucked behind this train just to make things a bit more difficult. So no charges taking place here for the Tyranids. End of turn. I'm dumping Mark for Death. That goes. Cleanse we perform twice. So pick up 2 points times. So 4 points on the board here for the Tyranids at the end of their first turn. We'll hand over now to the Astra Militarum. I'm sure James is agitated now. The mood changes to one of focus and revenge for the Emperor. Hoorah. Turn 1 for the Guard next. So, turn 1 here for the Astra Militarum. James has already stated he wants an Ornus Simulator dead. Rogal Dawn's had some wounds restored back up to 8. And you're going to be joined by this. which is pushing through the ruins to see through to it as well. So there's 2 tanks here that potentially could go after it.
And melter guns.
And melter guns. Guard squad. Oh, right, from the guard squad as well. They're pushing through, so they're really going to go after this objective. This is good aggressive play here from the guard. This squad, James reckons, is OC4.
Yes, because the regimental standard and the order.
Ah,
Which
okay.
is duty and honour.
Great. So guard infantry pushing forwards, backed up by tanks. Another 2 here. Mortars holding position. These do have a target in range, I think, against Magnetron. Nice. And artillery support. Also, that's movement done, quite straightforward. Secondary is drawn for the guard. Is storm hostile objective, which I think you would have done actually already.
Yep.
And then secure no man's land. So definitely incentive to push out. This is good, James. This is aggressive play. James can reap the rewards, but can he bring monsters down is the question. Shooting phase next. We reckon we've been fighting these two armies. These 2 armies have been fighting against each other since 2007.
Around about that period, about 18 years.
18 years. Oh dear.
It's just relentless. Terminator, you're
Yep.
going to shoot at that one.
Right, yes, that goes first to try and
If I hit you,
strip cover.
no, it's going to be +1 AP.
Right, yes, that will help.
8 shots.
Right, 8 shots with the autocannon.
Sorry, 4 shots, not in rapid fire. So BS 4+, need at least a hit.
4 for hits. Right, some revenge. 2 lethal hits coming through and 2 hits.
Because you're a monster.
5 to wound.
Yeah. Another wound.
Okay, so 3 wounds come through.
AP -1.
I'll take these. I'll keep my ability and I'll take these. So we're looking at AP -1 with cover, 2 ups. And we blocked them all.
Okay, so that's going to be a further AP- from now on.
Okay. So the multi-melters from here can't see through to him because he's the other side of the terrain. I didn't go into the terrain. I can see those, but can't see beyond. And James can't see back at me. Across here, 1 laser cannon shot, though, to come up the road. And it's missed. All right, so that tank's finished. Right, Demolisher command tank's going to offload everything it has into the Norm simulator. So we've got Demolisher cannon, laser cannons, and multi-melters by the looks of it. James has found something funny.
Look how much stats there are in one card.
Heaps of stuff to go through here.
Good job, PW. So it's attacks D6 +1.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I've got to call upon a patron here.
Yeah, James will go to a Patreon for these attacks.
Connor Collins. This is to you, good sirs, Phoenix Lord. So it's D6 +1 attacks with the Demolisher cannon.
Number of shots.
So it's 4.
4 shots. 4s.
Tank commander is BS 4+. That's a lethal and a hit.
Okay. 3s to wound.
Yeah, strength 14. And that's 2 wounds.
Minus
-3.
-2. 4 ups. Block 1 and 1 goes through.
D6.
D6. Yep, we'll take it. For 5, we get a 5 up. Feel no pain for being on the objective. And we block 2, but we will take 3 damage with him. So we would be dropping down to 13 wounds left. 13 wounds to go.
Multi-melters are in 18.
James gets a good volley in here. There could be trouble.
Yes.
Oh, they've all missed. Anything else? A las cannon?
Last cannon, yeah.
Single shot.
That's a hit.
3s to wound.
That's a wound. AP -3.
Failed.
D6 +1.
Hold right there. I could go for... Come on, reroll. I really don't want to be taking damage here. No, it goes through.
D6 +1.
There's a chance here, James, to do all right. 2 + 1. 3 wounds. Feel no pain. Blocked none. 3 more wounds caused. Dropping down to 10. It's a good result. Not too bad. Norm Simulator taking damage. Backed up by that second tank coming through. Rogel Dawn's still yet to fire. Because you're needing to destroy that because I'm OC 15. Right.
I'm going to do some crossfire down there.
Yeah, this is autocannon teams.
Yeah.
6 shots.
And I'm going to call upon...
Yes,
Paul
plenty
David
of
Gray.
yeah, plenty of willing helpers
Paul
here.
David Gray.
4s.
4s. Now I'm just checking if lethal hits. Oh, it only applies to regiments, so.
Okay, 5s to wound.
5s to wound.
Chipping away here.
One wound.
Makes
AP -2 because of the.
Yeah, then +1, 3 up. Blocked. That's on the turn effects across there. Tyranid monsters absorbing damage, not too bad so far. Both of these two ones here are key here for the Tyranids. James getting a heap of dice here. So firepower's from spare models that can't see him. Have gone down here and killed a Gaunt. And the rest of the firepower is going to go into the normal simulator. So we're going for las cannons here. There's 11 of them, so 22 shots, all in rapid fire range. What helps James here is the potential of lethal hits coming through. I presume that squad can get it.
They don't against monsters.
Ah, okay.
Only against infantry.
Okay.
4s.
So looking for 4s. And then we'll be looking for 6s to wound. Every wound counts here. It's the countdown here. 10 wounds to get through.
I'll check the general's abilities.
So the commander is giving them sustained hits of 1. So James adding in a couple of extra dice. 6s to wound. 2.
No AP.
2 ups. And block both.
Plasma. Gonna supercharge.
Yeah, 2 shots of a plasma.
That's sustained.
Yes, all useful. So 5s to wound. 2 go through.
AP -3.
That's 2, 4 ups. 1 goes through.
2 damage.
Block both. Feel no pain.
Hazardous.
Hazardous test.
He's okay.
Okay.
2 melter guns.
2 melter guns. 2 6s would be good. No, missed. Okay, so that's gonna. Well, James has got decisions with the Rogel Dawn where that's gonna go. Right, so Rogel Dawn's gonna fire everything it has into the Norn simulator. Yep. James says he's forced into this decision here. He's running out of options. There is artillery, which perhaps if I teeter on a few wounds left, James can use the guns to try and flush that thing out. So we're down to firepower now, James.
Castigator, no, not Castigator. We've got a coaxial autocannon.
Autocannon. Can he bring the monster down?
That's a lethal and a hit.
Okay.
And no, just one lethal. AP -1.
So we do get cover. AP -1. We're okay. Next.
Stubbers, soften you up.
He'll fire everything he has. What was 3 damage?
Autocannon.
Yeah, we're certainly reckon we don't get cover. We're just checking the angles. Don't think I do. So 3 damage coming through. Feel no pain. Blocked 1. 2 wounds taken. Drop it down to 8. That's quite crucial, that one. It's good to see. It's good for James to see more wounds coming through. And what else have we got here?
3 lethal hits.
Yes.
And 2 more hits coming through. I need 6s to wound. Just 3 lethal hits.
Okay. And any minus on this one? Past those. Okay. Next. 8 wounds left.
No. The reason why I'm shooting at full BS is because you restored the wounds.
That's fine.
If you hadn't been for the tech priest, it would have been -1.
Yep.
Next is the pulverizer cannon.
Okay, go ahead.
D6 attacks. I'm going to call upon.
Cool, I'd say so. Get patronic help whilst you can. Same damage, yep.
D6. Come on, for the Emperor.
Big enough roll.
1.
Ah, the agony. Can't come on, re-roll that one.
I can.
You can, you could do.
But I'm not going to.
Okay.
4's a hit though.
Okay.
Pulverizer is strength 9.
5's to wound.
No.
Alright. This is the crucial one. Multi-melters next. 2 shots each, there's 2 of them, so 4 shots in total. 6s would be great. 1 hit. Oh boy. And trying to wound here. No wounds come through. Not twin linked or anything?
No.
Oh boy. Down to the main gun, the big.
Yep. The oppressor cannon.
D6 plus 3.
Yep.
This is huge, this dice roll.
Come on. 3 plus 3. 6.
Alright, it's average. Okay, could have been worse. 6 shots. You can't come on, re-roll that, James. You'll kick yourself if you roll a 1.
What if? I just wanted to do a what
That's
if.
okay. Yeah, what if?
4.
Okay, mildly better. Not worth a CP. All right, so 6 shots. 4s.
No. I'm hitting on 3s because of the order.
Ah. So it should be hitting on 3s because James has been repaired. And the order that was given. What was the order that was given to you?
Take aim.
Right. 5
that
hits.
Makes a
massive difference. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And the strength on this weapon?
It's 12.
3s to wound. Finally, a higher caliber weapon here. And they've all wounded. Oh boy, he's going to be happy with that one. Okay.
AP minus is 2.
That's 2. It's going to take me to 4-ups. We block them all except 1. Damage.
3.
Damage 3. Feel no pains. Block 2. Just 1 wound comes through. Dropping down to 7. Left on the normal simulator. It's half destroyed. So we did check back through the footage. There was an extra multi-melter hit if James needed 3. So trying to wound down to 5.
Come on. The Emperor. No.
No wound. Okay. And that's 5 power finished from him. Down to 7 wounds left on the normal simulator. Field Ordnance Battery at the back there. It's going to zero in against the normal simulator. James just rolled his attacks. 11 in total. He rolled exceptionally higher. 4s for hits.
Come on, give me...
Turns to Patreon again. Sparks, okay.
Hit on 4s. I don't get lethals because it's indirect.
Okay. I can see plenty of hits. And memory serves you right. They're about strength 7s.
Yeah, it needs 5s to wound.
5s to wound. Just the one. The toughness really helping out here. And blocked, no problem. It's absorbing a lot of damage and will still control that objective at this point.
If I have to charge, I may negate.
Flood it.
Yeah.
Oof, boy. Yeah, you could do. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We'll check for any more firepower. There's a mortars yet to shoot. And that's pretty much firepower finished. Right. Yeah, James is going to chuck grenades here. An opportunity's arisen. So the las cannon across here, you're going to have to do grenades in a minute because we've got the rest of his firepower to resolve. But las cannon shots come through here from the Punisher tank and has stripped to a failed a save. And James got in there with 6 wounds, all of a sudden dropping just to 4 wounds left with the Swarm Lord. Not so good that he's taking damage so quickly just from that single shot coming through. James can finish it off with grenades. He can make a decision in a minute. He's got the rest of the tank to fire, which has been called into these gaunts. James is going to go for it. Grenade attack across here. 6 dice needing 4s. If he gets 4 of them, you're going to bring the Swarm Lord down. It's quite a prize.
Come on.
Did I hang on? Is one of the Patreons called Gavin?
Yes.
Gavin specialises in grenades.
Ah, right. Well, let's see his
4s.
Let's see if he can sustain his trick.
Oh.
Oh, just 1.
Just the 1. Not today. Dropping down to 3 wounds left. Swarm Lord's still dangerous. Okay, James can figure out what he wants to do with the guard squad. They could offload all or some of their firepower into that Swarm Lord to try and bring him down. There's this gaunt squad to take on as well. I thought he would. It's logical. Soft weaponry into here. And everything that's got a bit of kick to it is going to go into the Swarm Lord. 2 melter gun shots.
Yep, and do them first. Call upon...
Yeah, do it, James, because there's important rolls coming up immediately in this battle.
Windu.
Darth Windu, okay.
So 2 melters. 1 hit. That's a wound.
That's a wound.
AP minus 4.
4+ invulnerable save. Blocked. Plasma.
4 shots.
4 shots. Yeah,
I'm supercharging.
Yep.
2
2 hits. 5's to wound.
1 wound.
Wound comes through.
AP minus 3.
Goes through.
2 damage.
Okay, drop it down to 1 wound left.
Hazardous test.
Yes.
They're fine.
Okay. So there's 22 guardsman shots coming through. That's guards from a couple of pistols. There's a plasma pistol supercharging. Could he bring him down?
Do it.
Commander gets the hit.
He gets the
He
wound.
wounds. Oh no! He got him. He died. Did he blow up? Oh, he got it.
Hazardous test.
Oh, just don't muck it up. He's okay. Yes. He's done it. Well done. Swarmlord destroyed. Who is this plucky commander? Where is he? Oh, it's him in the dressing gown. God, okay.
The dressing gown.
Well done.
Plasma pistol to the face.
And who's that? Who's your friend commanding him?
Oh no, he's just anonymous commander.
Who's the second in command?
Yes. Well, third in command.
Right. Okay, and then 22 guardsman shots to take on gaunts. Yeah, so their firepower is complete. Another 4 gaunts destroyed. So the squad's not been wiped. There's 7 of them left, but heavy enough casualties. Swarmlord brought down as well. It's a great result. Bit of revenge for sure for the guard. A little bit of firepower left. I think it's just the mortars left. We'll press on with that next. Alright, so shooting phase has now been resolved. The mortars zeroed in against the gaunts here, killing a few more, but crucially still 5 of them left. James has gained control of this objective. He's elected not to charge across here. He's too intimidated. This thing's going to chop through half of the models if he does go in for the charge. He's going to leave it at that point. We'll give an update on the score. Turn 1 comes to an end here for the Astra Militarum. So, end of turn. Points coming...
I used a grenade, didn't I?
Through, yeah.
5+ a regain because of Foxcast.
Oh, okay. Foxcaster 5+.
Nope.
No, all right. So, points coming through for James. Storm hostile objective, yes. Secure no man's land. Another 2 points picked up, so 4 and 2. 6 points, that objective across there, so well done for the guard. Surging forwards to get some points on the table. So we're on turn 2 here for the Tyranids. Cards drawn as established locus and secure no man's land. So grabbing objectives in no man's land suits us just fine. Crucially for the Tyranids, it's all about getting points onto the board. Start of the turn, control of 1, 2, 3 objectives. So 15 points onto the board here for the Tyranids, just trying to push that score up as much as possible. James will need to do the same. He's on a home objective, that's fine. He's on this one, but it's not guaranteed here. There's still Tyranid threats nearby. We'll go on to movement phase here for the Tyranids on their second turn. All right, so movement here for the Tyranids. There's a fair bit going on. Big surge across in this direction. Carnifex is pushing through, the pair of them around here to shoot and potentially charge those mortars. Gaunts pushing up. Gaunts respawning. That's D3 plus 3 from her. Got 6. D3 plus 3 for a stratagem being used as well. That's pushing them up virtually to full strength and then making a move after the models are restored. Pushing forwards onto that objective. So pretty much all the gaunts that James killed back again, heading off towards that objective. These pushed up a little bit. Lictor's happy to sit where he is. These happy to sit where they are as well. And the Norna Simulator, I reckon it's going to die. It's doomed, so we're going to try and go out in a blaze of glory. So it's shifted across 10 to shoot and potentially charge.
Tyranids don't know what glory is
against the
unlike
Rogal
us
Dawn.
guardsmen.
And supported by Magnetron himself, moving out onto that objective as well. So Tyranid aggression, it's paid off. 15 points coming through for primaries to get that tally on the board. And it's helpful for secondaries with secure no man's land, for example. You get rewarded for pushing out onto the no man's land objectives. Okay, I think the momentum is with us at this point. We're going to get the first strike in. We'll go on to shooting phase. It's a critical one here for the Tyranids. A chance, potentially, for them to cause a fair bit of trouble. All right, so semi-optimistic about the shooting phase. What we've done is we've worked our way around both of these flanks here, and we've got some fields of fire onto James's softer underbelly with the artillery. So we'll go with the New Jersey Devil. He's going to put his firepower into your artillery battery there at the back. We can see it, so we're going to go after them. This could spell trouble if we get a hits. So we move. It's going to be 3s. 2 dice. Oh, definitely going to commit this to a friend. Chris Comiskey for this one. Can you do anything? Pop smoke? No. 3s. If we hit you, there's big trouble. It's 1 hit, 1 missed. Nothing I can do about CP. So I think it's going to be 2s to wound. Strength 18. Yes. AP minus 4. He knows what to do. Take it off. Ouch. Okay. So far, so good. 2 hits would have been better, but anyway. These are going to offload their firepower into the autocannon team. So that's going to be squad. Team. Squad. Oh, 3 teams make a squad. Number of shots. Maxed 6 shots. Come on. Do you have the vehicle keyword? Don't suppose so. No. Sorry. Sorry, I was thinking of the artillery piece in the background. We're going to look for 4s then. Oh, there's nothing I can do. 2s to wound. Wound goes through. Add AP -2. In the trench, 6 up save. And no, damage of 3. So a base gun. One of those. I was hoping for better. But anyway, that's them done. Next up, we'll do firepower from these. There's a fair bit of infantry firepower here as we target that infantry squad with the high OC. Do these next. So, 6 gaunts in range. And Tervagon. Yes, I knew it. Lethal hits. She gives them lethal hits. Wounded on 3s. Another one comes through. So those go through. They are AP -0. So 4 up saves for your guardsmen in the ruin.
3 of them.
Yeah, 3. So 2 slain. Just have to grind away here. Strangle web for 3 auto hits. And no wounds coming through from that. So that's firepower from them. Stinger salvos fired through. 3 saves of 4+. Block 2. 1 goes through. So 1 more guardsman slain. We'll go with this squad. Full squad of 20. So 2 strangle webs first of all. Snake eyes. That's for number of shots. 1 a devastating wound comes through. So it's just going to kill a soldier straight away. And then we're going to go for 18 shots with the others.
They're a lot softer than they used to be.
Who? Guardsmen? They've always been soft.
No, but they used to have feel no pain of 6+ with the medic. Now
Oh.
you have to have, if you're under half, you restore D3 wounds.
Oh, I see. 4s?
Or D3 lost models.
Yeah. There it is again. Lethals. No 3s. Okay, 6 saves of 4+. We'll create some patience here for your medic. Always block them all, you defiant Emperor's slave. Fire these, less 1. So 1 model short. So strangle webs. 7 auto hits this time. 5 just a wound. Oh boy, boy, boy. Ignoring cover, 3 saves of 5+.
Cadian stands, so they always receive the benefit of cover, but ignores cover.
Yeah. Oh, right, I see, yeah.
3.
Block 2, and then 2 dev wounds. So 3 casualties in total. And then it's going to be 17 shots with the others. We're just grinding away here. 4s.
3 in total.
Yes. Again, lethal hits. And another 4. So 7 saves of 4+. And he's blocked 3. He's blocked 4. Okay, 3 more slain from that squad.
I should
James.
have destroyed them. There's nothing I can do. It's just you just roll a cheeky stratagem.
Which stratagem?
Well, you roll
Oh, the regen.
the regen. Twice.
Yeah, that's why I've gone for invasion fleet. It's a stratagem. She regenerates D3 plus 3, then stack it up with a stratagem for another D3 plus 3. As long as I can keep the unit alive, I can restore them pretty good.
How many runes?
3 to remove. Right, so we'll turn to the assimilator and we will harpoon the side of your tank.
Simulator
Yes.
within 18 of what?
No, the assimilator is going to fire its harpoons into the side of your tank. I'm taking an 8 miller dice for this one. And we're looking at the Toxinjector Harpoon. 2 shots, needing 2s. 2 hits. Do you know what? That's a lethal against vehicles. And then we're going to try and wound you on a 3 with this one. Oh no, what's your toughness?
For this one?
Yeah.
12.
4s. Got it. Whole facing 5. 2 go through. These are AP -3 with cover -2.
4 up in.
4 ups. Or 4 up in one either way. Yeah, okay. 1 goes through. It's going to be D6 plus 1 damage. Nothing you can do really, is there?
I've got a CP.
All right, okay. Come on, reroll. 4+.
50-50.
Doesn't like 50-50s. Let the dice decide. 50-50 on the dice for the 50-50.
I'm not going to call upon a Patreon because I don't want to take the blame on them. So I'm going to take full responsibility myself.
And do what? Come on, reroll.
No, just...
Take it. He's in agony. The poor lad's in pain.
Statistically, the Dawn's going to die. So
that's the spirit. You can let it go through. 3 plus 1. 4 wounds. Yeah, if you had a command reroll, just so we know. Wouldn't have blocked it, James. You saved the CP. 4 wounds taken. Drop it down to just 4 wounds left. And you have been harpooned, which means... select one enemy monster or vehicle, hit by one or more of those attacks, turn to the turn. Each time the bearer selects that unit as the target of a charge, you get +2 to the charge roll. We're going to drag you in. Yeah, you can imagine the harpoons coming out of that thing, embedding themselves into the side of the tank. Okay, question then, what do we do with Magnetron? He's perhaps a bit jealous that the simulator is more attracted to the tank than himself. Well, see, I've got 2 targets, Limrus or him. I'm gonna point blank. I'm gonna go straight into the face of the Dawn. We'll have a go at him, and then we'll put the
Did you move?
stinger. Yeah, I did. Yeah, stinger salvos into the guardsman. We've got a CP left to try and stop this. Smoke. Oh man, tough choice. I need 2 shots and 3s. Oh man, tough choice here for James. Just gonna rely on your invuln.
Have faith in the Omnissiah.
Good for you. 2 shots and 3s. Got the 2 hits.
Yeah, paid off.
What paid off?
Because it would have been forced to hit with smoke.
Yeah, so I would have missed with 1.
Oh, you...
Trying to wound you. Oh, 2 wounds do go through. Down to 2 invuln saves. Come on, James. Blame a Patreon. He does.
No.
Go on. Michael Fryer. Oh, okay. Michael Fryer does have a little bit of a habit of rolling 1s, as we saw at the tournament. But yes! Oh, he blocks this time.
Well done. Thank you, Mike.
Done. Hoorah for the Emperor. As Michael Fryer blocked. 17 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, not bad. I'll have to go to charges then to try and get you. And I think firepower is complete. Yeah, that's our shooting done. No stinger salvos. Put a few shots into these guardsmen here as we whittle.
I count as in cover.
For what?
Cadia stands.
Oh, okay.
Because if I have an officer with them, they get the benefit of cover.
Yeah. 5 saves of 4+.
I can check the wording.
That's fine. 4 casualties. Okay. All right. Shooting phase finished. I've gone to charges next. All right, charges taking place. I've been stopped here. I am going to charge. There's 2 options for me to go for. This to charge that tank to try and cut him down. The opportunity really is lined up for us to do it. The other tactical option is to charge those infantry to try and dice them up as much as possible. That would have helped me to clear that objective or to tie James up on that objective.
Winston Adkins.
James is turning to his highest supporter here.
It's his tank.
Oh, it's his tank. Okay.
And he wants blood.
Right, okay. Well, I won't roll my charge yet. James will see if you can stop him before he gets going. No pressure. James will work his way through the weapons. As per usual, he'll start with the weakest weapon first.
Yes.
He likes to drag this out as painfully as possible.
You're going to feel every bullet, every stub around, every bit of glory, every bit of wrath.
Over 80% of your shots are going to miss, James, to be honest.
No, well, the thing is that 6s are lethal.
Oh, right, so 6s are going to go straight through. Okay, so it's a nice bit of bite here to this. 7 wounds to get through. I don't have to feel no pain, not in range of the objective. He could get me if he rolls
2 hits.
2 lethals. And no AP minus?
Nope.
2 ups, just about. Next, up the caliber to something else.
Coaxial autocannon.
Okay.
A lethal.
Got a lethal. AP minus 1. Could be 2.
AP minus 1.
Right, I'm going to turn to Dave Humphreys for my saves. Blocked. Well, hang on to the dice.
Pulverizer cannon.
Pulverizer, yes.
D6. 3 shots.
3 shots. Just need these 6s, James. Come on. No. Next weapon.
The
4 multi-melters. The main gun.
Yeah, I'll do the main gun.
Okay.
D6 plus 3 shots.
It's not bad. Good roll here. 5. Well done, James. Some people will be rooting for you. They certainly will. They'll be chanting at the screen.
It's going to be 8 shots.
Come on, James, say something. Build up. Pretend you're a commissar. Build up courage in the hearts of your men. Say something. Speak. Speak.
I let the dice speak.
1.
1 lethal.
Minus.
2.
4 up.
Cocked.
Thank you. Failed.
3 damage.
Nothing I can do, so just have to take it. Drop me down to 4 wounds left. Oh, come on, James. 4 wounds left.
You know what? I'm going to supercharge my dice.
Right.
Give the glory dice. Come on. I need Astra Militarum symbols. Just give me 1 at least.
Speak. Rouse courage in the hearts of men.
Come on!
Got 1.
Got 1.
What does that mean?
AP, that's a lethal hit, AP minus 4.
Ooh! 6 up to block. You know it's coming. What damage is it?
It's D6 plus 2 damage.
Oh no! 5 failed. There's nothing I can do.
5 plus.
Where is that thing? Why doesn't it have an invuln save? That wretched creature. Come on. It should have a 5 plus at least. What are you going to do? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's going to roll a 1. I'm going to use dark speech to stop this. 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Go. Here it comes.
Fire of Cadian is coming, my brother.
2! The dark speech.
What if my command re-rolled?
Command reroll. You're cursed for 18, for 18 years. We've been doing this and you still can't do it, James. Give up, walk away, surrender. Oh dear. Oh, the agony, the agony, the agony. So hang on a second. No, stop. You rolled a 2 for damage.
Yes.
2 plus what? 2 plus 2 is what?
4.
And I've got 4 wounds left, you fool. You killed me.
I did, didn't I?
Yes, you did, you imbecile. You can't reroll, don't you? Got a 1.
No, I didn't use a command.
Oh, I see, right.
No,
Okay.
I said what if. I got
That would have never have lived that down. Come on, reroll.
We're just tired for fighting this faction for 18 years.
He's broken. The man's gone. He's broken.
Oh.
The mind's gone. Okay, so then we want. So we want to. What do I roll up to explode? No, close, but no. You got him, James. You got him. You done it. Well done.
Ram that beast.
Good for you. Oh, dear me. Right, so now from dominance on this flank, we are in trouble. It's just Magnetron stands by himself. So James is doing very well on that flank all of a sudden. Objective controlled and clearing away one of the main threats, the monsters. So very good. There's more charges, though, especially with these 2 Carnifexes. We're all up there, charge. 4. Uh-oh. Yes, that is short by an inch. We needed 5 or more, and I've got, again, no command reroll available, so no charges. All of a sudden, 2 charges I thought would be pretty good for the Tyranids has resulted in failure across here and the destruction of a unit with some fantastic overwatch from the Rogue Dawn. It really does have a habit of surviving on the channel. All of a sudden, James has equalled up here, or leveled up in this game. End of turn, no combats here. Not good for the Tyranids, so we'll give you an update on the score. So, end of turn here for the Tyranids. Points on the board, yes. Secure no man's land here and here. We've got enough OC here because of the casualties we've caused to take control of the objectives. That maxes out at 5 points. 15 points of primaries takes us to 24 points in total, which is healthy enough here by turn 2. So, Tyranids moving out, gaining points for sure, but it's come at a cost. 2 of our best close combat units have been destroyed, and that's quite early on in this game. We'll hand over now to turn 2 for the Astra Militarum. Jubilation for them as they have managed to take down A couple of Tyranid monsters to see what further progress they can make against this Tyranid force. And bear in mind, James does have some decent reinforcements to arrive as well. Turn 2 for the guard next. I'm interrupting James here. It's his turn 2. So there's a fair few things to report. I'm going to go on the other side of the board. There's been a fair bit of disruption here. So first up, one objective held. James has done some movement here, but this one was held. So was this one. We played Shadow in the Warp. Quite timely. Battle Shocks failed for the Tech Marine. Or the Engine Seer. Tech Priest. This tank, the only unit that's holding the home objective, failed. So didn't pick up the points for that. Passed with those and got 5. Failed with those. Failed with the mortars. Failed with the artillery battery. So a fair bit of morale collapsing here, at least on this turn. Then for secondaries drawn, defend stronghold. James can manoeuvre to fulfill that one. And then containment is the other. So the Overwatch, it's a bit cheeky, but you never know. It's James has restored a wound on the Rogal Dawn. I'm going to fire it in point blank range as he tries to move in on that objective.
Need a 6.
2 shots, needing a 6. Spending the CP. If I hit you, it's a lethal. Yeah, failed. Oh, man. Just did that one hit. There's Stinger salvos to do, but... there's 2. They go straight through. That's 2 saves to 2+. And a wound does sneak in, dropping down to 4. Alright, but the tank survived. Okay, end of... that's our interrupt there with Overwatch. James can press on with the rest of his move. So, movement's complete for the guard. Mortars pulling back to the trench line. Shifting across onto the objective with the autocannon team. Tanks shifted the gun, yeah, and then the tanks pushing around, lend some firepower support. Infantry pushing forwards to not this turn, but try and clear the objective. Take aim on those. Chimera's turned up. That Chimera there is to help James with containment. It's outside of James' deployment zone, just to try and keep those points flowing in. And then we have the Rogal Dawn plus Demolisher tank to try and clear that objective. Not looking too bad here for the guard. Firepower from these infantry first. Melter guns.
Melter guns. No orders. I'm going to call upon Kieran Dix.
Right now, Patreons, I've used all mine. James has got 2 left after this. Kieran Dix for firepower. Ooh. Is that lethal? No.
Not against monsters.
Okay. Strength is 9, I presume. Mm-hmm. Toughness of 9. 4s to wind. That's not bad. 2 go through.
AP -4.
-4, bit of cover -3. 5 ups. Do block 1. 1 will go through.
D6 +2.
D6 +2. Now 7. What's that? Oh, 1 wing left. Ouch.
Next up is the plasmas, supercharge.
Okay.
So I'm going to do them all together. So 5 shots in total.
Okay. Missed. And
actually, I'm going to roll that again because our commander's got a BS3+. So I'll do it again. Sorry.
Yeah, James should have done the commander separate because he's a 3. Yeah, everyone else missed. We're going to reroll this one, trying to get a 3.
No.
Okay.
Hazardous test.
Okay, go ahead.
So the 2
guardsmen.
Do
they fry themselves?
No. So far, that's pretty good.
He's done well so far. Commander.
4. He's okay.
Fine. All right. The rest of the rifles and pistol fired across here. 1 casualty caused on the gaunts.
Las cannon.
I think. Hang on. Before we move, I think I've got to check the rules. I think we get to do a surge with those. Yeah, it's optional, and I'd rather not. I can't go through this building. To get as close as possible to that unit, I'd have to go back that way. I don't want to. I'd rather go around there. So we'll leave it. That's fine. So James can press on with his firepower. So my CP I used to put Feel No Pain on these. James has allocated a lot of DACA into them. There's some firepower going into the Carnifexes as well.
I've got to destroy them.
That's from him, that tank across there.
Heavy bolters.
Wow.
That's
Had 2 in, 2 sustained.
2 sustained.
3's to wound.
3's to wound. 4
3
wounds.
4 wounds.
AP -1.
-1 +1 for cover. 5 ups.
2 damage.
2 damage at a time. We've got our Feel No Pain. So 5 ups. No. 5 ups. No. 5 ups. Nearly. Okay. Okay. Probably I should take those 2 for coherency. Like so. All right. Next up.
Punisher.
Ooh, the Punisher. Is that the 20-shot weapon?
Yeah. Hitting on 4s.
A bit precarious here for the Tyranids. If guard firepower starts to dominate, James can start cleansing large areas of this board. Come on, James, this is the league. Essentially, you could do it. A good round of firepower could cripple this Tyranid force. You've managed to kill off 2 of the most potent in close combat.
2's to wound, devastating. 3 divs.
Whoa.
And
There's a load more. No AP minus on this one.
another 9. No, no AP minus, I don't think.
4 ups. 3 go through, plus the 3 lethals, or 3 devastating wounds. Feel No Pain. Blocks 2, so we take 4 casualties.
Lascan.
Casualties building.
Carnifex.
Last cannon into the Carnifex. This will kill it if this goes through. And a missed. That's him done.
Exterminator.
Exterminator next.
Multi-melters into the Carnifexes.
Okay, yep.
And the Exterminator autocannon going to shoot into them.
Yes.
And the Lascan is going to shoot into them.
Into Magnetron. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to check to see if I'm 24.
James just take measures. Getting stuck to Magnetron's magnets as he was trying to measure. Not quite in range.
4, so it would have been rapid fire 8. So I need 4s. If I get hit, it'll be +1 AP minus.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
That's 2 lethals.
What goes through?
3 damage.
And I didn't declare it, so I'll take it. So she will drop down to 13 wounds left.
Mm-hmm.
She's a beastie.
So AP -1 attacks against that all there.
Okay.
Last cannon. Are you going to do?
Oh, it comes to when it comes to save. So you see if you hit first.
3's a miss.
Okay.
Multi-melters into the Carnifex.
Yeah, 4 shots into the Carnifexes. It's good shooting. 5's to win though.
4s.
Sorry, 4s, yeah, that's right.
2 wounds.
2 go through.
AP -4.
That's 4 minus 3. 5 ups. No.
Am I in? No, it's just 2d6.
Hold. Dead. On that one.
D6. 5.
And 5 on the other one. Wow. Good shooting. This is good. Good news. Okay. I think we detonate, potentially. We do. No, please. No. It's another wound on here. Dropping down to just 2 wounds left. We lost a gaunt from here from the explosion as well. So next up is the autocannon team, which moves. They're going to fire down at Magnetron. I'm not going to... Well, we'll see what James rolls first of all.
5, because I moved.
On it. 5's to wound.
Wounded.
Does wound.
AP -1. AP -2.
I'll take it. Passed. So combined firepower from the mortars, which actually did nothing, and then this squad across here fired through. Took out 6 of the gaunts, so it's good shooting from them, knocking that squad right down, but not quite eliminating them. And then plasma shots coming through, just no damage coming through against the Tyrannifex Magnetron, but James supercharged and overheated one of them, losing one of the plasma gunners. So we'll turn to a Demolisher tank here. It's going to offload everything it has into Magnetron.
Chris Comiskey.
Chris Comiskey dice.
Bronze Star member of the army group. Las Cannon first.
Tyranids are looking a bit thin on the ground here.
Good. Miss.
You missed. Oh. Come on, James. Melters in range.
Multi-melters are in range.
4 shots. Now, come on.
A lethal and 2 hits.
Good. So you do get the lethal now. Okay, and then try and wound here. 5s would be great. No.
AP -4.
-4. Blocked it.
Oh.
Didn't declare it either. Oh, dear. Lapse of concentration. We got away with it. 6. Whew. Okay.
Demolisher cannon.
D6 +1 attacks with the demolisher cannon.
Bam.
Main gun.
7.
Oh boy, he means business.
Supercharging the dice.
I don't think he has much time nor patience for old Magnetron.
2 lethals.
Oh,
And 3 hits.
very serious
Strength 14.
Cadian dice here. 3s to wound, James.
4 wounds in total. AP -4.
What?
No, that's AP -5.
5.
The damage comes through because of that.
Yeah, going through cover. 6 is to block. I didn't declare it again, just trying to get used to this new roll. We did block 1. 3 go through.
Yeah, I'm doing the multi-melters.
Yeah.
In a second.
What was that?
But you rolled.
Oh, it's
6 for
demolisher
your
cannon.
save.
Yes.
You rolled a 6 for your save. That's AP -5. You don't get a save.
Yeah, cover. 2 up.
From
Base of
over
2.
there.
Yeah, base of 2. Yeah, we're saying no cover. 4d6 damage then. You've got him. Oh, no. 10, you haven't got him. Damage is straight d6.
Yeah.
And 3 wounds left.
I'm going to spend a CP.
Oh, he wants it dead. That's
And
ridiculous.
reroll the 1.
Reroll the 1.
3.
3. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 wound left. 1 wound. Surely you'll do it.
Yeah.
Multi-melters. Done them.
No, that's the tank done there.
Yes.
I've got the Dawn.
Fine.
No. So, can I see those little critters over there?
Don't worry about Christians, James. Kill it. You must make sure it dies. You have to make sure it dies. James will go with the heaviest weapons first.
Normally only 5s,
Put it out of its misery.
but I put the order into it, so it's hitting on 4s.
Right, multi-metal shots, 4 of them. 1 decent roll here. There's 2 hits. 5 to wound. Got 1. -5. Nothing I can do. I will deflect that away straight away, so you can take the little blob marker off. I remembered this time. Okay.
Yeah. Coaxial water cannon.
Coaxial auto cannon.
2 lethals.
2 lethals.
AP -2.
-2. You're in. Dead.
Dead.
Magnetron's gone. And he is destroyed. No explosion taking place. Magnetron. They're able to dominate at times, but James has won the firefight over on that flank. Another congratulations here to the Guard. So their armour is really helping them out in this situation. Okay, we'll press on with more firepower here, but Guard now control this block across the board. Right, so record firepower has been resolved. I think the mortars, if we didn't declare those came across here, so 4 of these left. Then went on to charges. James charged, fixed bayonets and went in.
No, they didn't fix bayonets. That was not an order.
Well, I'm just narratively.
They're using the bit. They're using the clubs. Rifle butts.
Okay, so rifle butts going in.
Forget about the bayonet. Just kill them.
Combat's been resolved. We've got 6 models left. James took 1. No casualties in return.
1.
1 casualty. Okay,
Oh no. I saved my arms. Yeah. 5 plus.
Okay, combat's resolved. End of turn here. The game has shifted around from corner to corner, so it's running across this way. Sort of swung around. It does often happen with this deployment. Give an update on the score here. James may well be behind on points, but damage-wise, he has struck the Tyranids hard here, taking out a number of our key units. Yeah, so points coming through for containment. 5 points for primaries. That's it. That's 8 points coming through. Takes James to 14. So, score at the end of turn 2 for both sides. 24 points to the Tyranids. They are ahead. 14 points to the Astra Militarum. But we are suffering at quite a high rate of casualties here. Tyranids losing a lot of their backbone that can hold the middle ground. If James was able to flood it, especially turn 3, 4, and 5, you really could rack up a great score. Danger for the Tyranids, if they start losing out more and more models, they're going to lose the ability to pick up points for primaries and secondaries. So pressure on both sides. Guard have given a pretty good account of themselves here in this game. Good rebound from them for sure. They've arm wrestled a number of objectives away from the Tyranids. We're going to turn 3, middle stage of this battle next. Right, it's turn 3 here for the Tyranids. Primaries picked up will be this one. And this one, so we are going to rake in 10 points straight away. Cards drawn is Sabotage. I reckon we could go for that one. And Cull the Horde is the other, which usually we don't get in games, but for the Guard of James's massed infantry units, the answer is yes. 20 strong and above, 20 strong and above, and the unit that's off the board as well. So it's certainly possible if we can try and take down one of these large Imperial infantry clusters, then we can pick up, I think it's 5 points if we destroy them. So there's a good number of points on the menu here for the Tyranids. We'll press on with their move next. Alright, so movement here for the Tyranids, just tucking in with the Gaunts, just anchoring on that flank for a while. Victor's happy to sit where he is. So, respawned before we moved off. Managed to get a model in range of that. James has 0C because he is battle shocked. So he did pick up points for that one. So 15 points for 1, 2, 3 objectives. Healthy enough for the Tyranids. Shifting across with these. They backed off and were respawned. So no shooting from them. Touch these in here to get help later on. Remain stationary because she can see through the ruins into the Russ. We've got that to resolve. Raveners here to land tucking in for Sabotage. These are landed here to threaten the mortars, and the Carnifexes move around to threaten them as well. Okay, so Morlock. Terror from the Deep. Each bonus model is set up on the battlefield using the Deep Strike ability. Roll a d6 for each enemy unit within 12. On a 2 to 4, it suffers d3 mortal wounds. On a 5+, it's straight 3 mortal wounds. So there's this unit here. A 6. 3 mortal wounds. And then the Russ. A 3, which is d3 mortal wounds, which is just the 1. So 1 on the Russ. And that's it from Morlock. I've dropped him in here to try and shield him from firepower. He can be a menace on later turns. So 1 wound there and 3 casualties here. What you going to do? Firepower going through.
You moved.
I didn't move, so I'm hitting on 2s.
Oh boy.
Going after this Russ here, the Punisher version. Tough choice again. James has 1 CP to spend. Sure, painful.
No.
No? 2s. Oh, that's a lethal. 3s. I've done my job. Those 2 go through. So AP -4, -3, 5 ups. 2 saves of 5+.
Come on. Sam Hermes. Phoenix Lord.
Good debut though from this unit. It has done well enough.
5 ups for the Emperor.
Yeah! Oh, the agony. The absolute agony. Oh.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, well done. You've just blocked another 16, 19 damage. We would have popped another tank there.
Paid off.
So, pressed on with firepower. Auto cannon team members the last to go. That was firepower from here. And then Stinger Salvos. All the master firepower from these was just enough to completely destroy the guard squad across there in the middle. So Tyranids getting some of their revenge. Looking strong around this quarter of the table. We're going to charges next. Charge the mortars.
With what?
The Carnifex.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'm going to Overwatch.
Oh, not again.
And we've got a heavy weapons squad.
Yes.
So I'll be Overwatch.
Yes, James is Overwatch with the tanks. Just got 2 lethals. What was that from?
AP -1.
From?
Heavy bolters.
Oh, 2 damage. Ah, 1 goes through. Hold. I've got to command reroll that one. Just don't get a 1. Ah! Do we blow up? Don't get a 6. Target destroyed. Your Overwatch, James, has been outstanding in this game. Well done. God.
That tank withstood a rupture cannon and it killed a Carnifex.
Vengeance. No. Oh, dear. And I can't command reroll because I just used it up trying to keep the Carnifex alive. So stopping the charge across there. Good Overwatch from your tanks, James. And that's it. No charges taking place. Tyranids really have been kept at arm's length here. Okay. End of turn. In that case, we can update the score. So a hefty amount of points coming through for the Tyranids. It's more than that. I said it's 21. It's 26 points coming through in total for them. Primaries held 15. Sabotage 5. Sabotage 6. And then Cull the Horde 5 on top of that. So
6? Because you got more units in there.
No, it's because it's a piece of terrain that was in your deployment zone. This large piece across here stretched right back, so I'm able to pick up the points for that. So 50 points in total here for the Tyranids. They really have picked up a decent enough score by turn 3. Well, James on 14, Tyranids on 50, but we're going to go on to the Astra Militarum turn 3, and they are poised to get Defend Stronghold, and then 5, 10, 15 points going through. So James will boost his score, and we'll see what secondaries come up. The Astra Militarum are not out of the fight yet. If they can hammer the Tyranids real hard and then push out onto objectives and fulfill secondaries, James can play catch-up. Right, so turn 3 here for the Guard. Pretty good news coming through. 15 points of primaries, which is all good. Secondaries is no prisoners, which is killing units. There's soft units left. James can really go for that one. And then the other one is recover assets, which James is going to go for in 2 parts of the board. It's 3 areas of the table: your own deployment zone, no man's land, and your opponent's deployment zone. James can't get to my deployment zone to do it, and he's got to move out with units that can perform the action, then survive through to the next turn or through to the end of the opponent's next turn. So it's got to be survivable units. He's going to go for this artillery piece across here, and this chimera across here is going to go for it as well in no man's land. That'll get James 3 points. So really, you could get over 20 points this turn.
Yeah, I need the points.
Need the points, that's right. He's focused on the points. James has listened to the brief well. Mortars, tank, just trying to stop, blunt the Tyranids, keep them back. If James can camp out 1, 2, 3 objectives throughout the game, you're going to rake in a decent amount of points. Holding, infantry shifting across to their left, and some orders being given to them. James' big blob of infantry's turned up on this flank. The Regal Dorms moved round. All that's standing in his way is new Gaunts. He'll brush those aside. And then inside here, Kasakin's going to anchor onto this. James really wants to solidify these objectives. That is movement done. Shooting phase next. All right, so a torrent of firepower coming through. Raveners destroyed. Gaunts, feel no pain on these. Just about managed to keep them alive. That was firepower coming through. Remember, they were touching into this. James was able to fire with the Russ. So there's 4 of them left. Took a few casualties here. 1 casualty here. So James really going after the Gaunts. And Gaunts across here wiped out by combined firepower from the tank and the unit freshly arrived. Well done. Charges, I don't think so. No. Okay, James happy to keep the Tyranids at bay. He runs or controls a string of objectives across there. We'll calculate the score. So points coming through. 15 points for primaries, 4 points for no prisoners for destroying 2 units, and potentially 3 points to come. 36 points in total, potentially 39. So Tyranids are still ahead. As to how long they can hold on to that lead, James has the upper hand now as far as firepower and might on the board is concerned. But Tyranids have got themselves ahead, so James is sort of catching up here. He's sort of a turn behind. Scoreline's pretty close, so can't call this yet. We don't know if the Tyranids have won. Both sides raking in a pretty good score. We're going to turn 4 for the Tyranids next. Okay, so turn 4 for the Tyranids, still fighting away. Respawning back onto the objective. Now, we were deploying models within coherency of models that were already on the board. We weren't conga lining them out. That managed to get just within range of 3. So we did claim this one, and the Lictor doing his job once again on the home objective. So 15 points coming through once again for the Tyranids. Assassination, that's killing characters. Tricky business, don't think we can do that one. And bring it down is the other, trying to kill something big, such as one of the tanks, which again, not easy, not impossible, but not easy for sure. The best chance we have is shifting out 9. Got an angle across here. James overwatched me in range 24. No damage coming through. And they might be able to go after that Exterminator, perhaps. Raveners and Morlock moving around to try and shred the mortars. Respawning, repositioning with these to lay down some firepower across that direction. Big Mama pushing up to support this unit trailing along behind. The Lictor shifting to his right, sensing that there could be enemies across that direction. Shooting phase next. Okay, firepower complete. Rupture cannon, 2 hits coming through, then 2 failures to wound against the Russ. Stinger salvos took out a mortar team, put a wound on another. Firepower combined from here, here, and here, fired through, decimating the guards. Well, knocking them down a fair bit. There's a number of them left. And then knocking James's tank down. 3 devastating wounds in total coming through from these with their strangle webs. So dropping down to 9 wounds left on that Russ. That's it. Charges, yes. Across here. Okay, so charges taking place. Both went in. Particularly impressed with the Morlock. 16 attacks. Shredded the mortars with ease. Strength 8, AP -2. James shrugs his shoulders in disbelief. It is a light infantry eater. That's what it hunts. That's his prey. The Raveners then were able to shift to the left with their attacks, but caused no damage. Took a wound in return against the Russ. They're scratching. It's like scratching a baked bean can with cat's claws. It was just useless. Then across it, that's it. It's no further charges taking place. We dumped both of our secondaries. Bring it down assassination. No good for us. So we dumped both of those to gain a CP. Thankfully, a good enough score. Primaries coming through another 15, taking us to 65. James, you can trade in. Yes, you can trade in recover assets for 3. That'll take you to 39, which is an okay score. If you want to push, into the 60s and 70s would be better. 80s is much better if possible. James has 2 turns left to try and do it, to play catch up here. We'll see what he can do on his turn 4. So turn 4 for the Astra Militarum. They're not down and out of it yet. And they've got enough firepower and potency on the board to keep the points coming in and to further punish this Tyranid force. So cards for James here on his turn 4 is Assassination, which is tricky enough. The Tervigon's the only character left on the board. And then Overwhelming Force, destroying enemy units and objectives, which James certainly can go for. So moving this Russ up in support in this direction to take down the Morlock. James happy to sit and blast away at those. I think he's just going to try and blunt the last of the Tyranid assault coming through. These to anchor the objective, sticky objective anyway. 15 points of primaries coming through. Rogal Dawn and infantry shifting down this direction in a rush towards the Tyranid objective. Bursting through the Chimera across in this direction. And firepower across here to go against the Gaunts.
I advanced with them. Plus move.
Okay. Alright, firepower coming through. Tyranids holding up pretty good. No damage at all on the Raveners. Just 3 wounds caused on the Morlock. Played Feel No Pain across it, which saved 4 of those. Still took some casualties, but about just under half the squad left. So wounds came through here. That was crossfire from over there from the Rogal Dawn. The Oppressor Cannon passed our saves. 1 wound caused here by artillery, firing across the board indirect, and couldn't reach him. Glad he was on the home objective in the end. I did wonder at the start of the game whether there was any point, but he's been able to slink away and hide throughout the game.
For long.
All right. End of turn. Charges? No. Ongoing combats to resolve, though. Yes, ongoing combats. James passed a heap of saves, 7 of them coming through the Raveners. And we had 2 saves, which we passed both as well. So still deadlock between the vehicle and the Raveners. No damage coming through. And that's it. End of turn. Tyranids seriously diminished, but they got themselves ahead with points, which has worked out well for them. 65 points to the Tyranids. James has caught up. 54 points to the Guard. Well done. So we'll go on to the last turn of the game. The last chance for both of these armies to pick up points on the board. Turn 5 for the Tyranids next. All right, so Tyranids, turn 5. 15 points for primaries. He's done a runner. His job's done. He's a survivor. So he's run across in this direction just to get away from that objective. Job's complete. He's just going to hide around here. We moved off that objective because we picked up points for it. Remain stationary, fire across there. Raveners remaining close combat. And then the Morlock seeking the artillery piece at the back. Gaunts respawned twice over. Paid a CP and the natural respawn coming from her. And then pushed round for our secondary, which is Storm Hostile Objective. We're going to go after James's sticky objective just around the corner. The other one's Aerodinal, which we can fulfill as well. So expecting a very healthy amount of points coming through here for the Tyranids with their final surge. We'll go on to shooting phase next for them. We'll capture this one on camera. 2s, shooting into combat -1. 3s, solid shots, not blast. Oh, all right, we'll leave it there. Maybe next time. We'll press on with firepower here for the Tyranids. Right, so shooting from these, use the Strangle Webs again. Managed to cause just the 1 mortal wound coming through, or 1 devastating wound, dropping down to 8 wounds left. Some firepower across from here as well. Took a wound off the autocannon team. And then firepower as well from Flash Borers. Took out 2 of the guardsmen across there. That's it. Not too much, just whistling away here against the guard. We're going to charges next. Alright, so we've gone on to charges. Morlock did make it round. It's a good harassing unit. Destroyed the artillery piece of its attacks coming through. Actually picked up devastating wounds, or a 6-row wound coming through of its detestable jaw. 3 damage. And then shredding away, causing enough wounds to destroy that piece. So well done. Ravenous caused 4 more wounds against that tank, and James blocked them all. So 0 damage coming through. James did no damage in return. That's it. End of turn. Give an update on the score. Tyranids are expecting a good haul of points here. It is a good scoreline coming through. 15 points for primaries for the Tyranids, 4 points for Storm Hostile objective, and then 5 points for Area Denial as well, where we managed to wrestle control of the centre of the table thanks to those gaunts, pushing us up to 89 points. That could be, we'll check the league at the end of the game here, but that could be the highest score so far. I'm just looking across the board here. It is. The Red Tyranids are going to go to the top here. We'll go on to, it's all on James now. I'm going to go on to his final turn. He's on 54 points. Can he push higher? We'll see.
So it's not about a 3 points knockout and all that kind of thing?
No, it's total scores. You can play 2 games, add the 2 scores together, top 8 armies go through. It's a format that worked well last season. We're going to run it again. That's why we're trying to get as many games in as we can early on. Just have that sense that we need to press on with the league. We've thrown James into the deep end here. New codex. Under pressure straight away against a refined Tyranid list.
Not bad.
But he has done well. James has lost the game, but he's picked up a noble score. What could be another game, could be a winning score. It's 71 points in total here for the Guard. It's 10 points for primaries in the end, because it would have been 15 with the loss of that objective.
We just ran out of gas.
Just behind here, so control of 1 and 2. The secondaries that James drew was Engageable Fronts, which James went for 1, 2, 3 table quarters, and the other one was Extend Battle Lines. Stop. Hold it right there. Going to give you another 5 points. Come on, look at it. Look at the board. Look what you could have done. You remember, you pick up points at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah, another 5 points. So 76 points for the Astra Militarum. That's one of the highest scoring defeats that we've seen. Just trying to encourage James here. James, you're well and truly in the league. You've lost this game. League. You've lost this game, but it's almost the defeat is not the main thing here. That's for the knockout stage. It's a
glorious defeat.
Yeah. Okay, I'll grant you that. It was a glorious defeat. You took the Tyranids to 5 turns, fought back nobly, held the line. Some units really excelled themselves. Some units refused to die. And you did focus on picking up points throughout the game. And so, well done to the Guard. They did do very well.
Absolutely nothing.
I drove around, just took a guided tour of the battlefield. Okay. On your left is a Tervagon. It is the mating season, and she seeks a mate. Quick, get a photo! Okay. Anyway, units of the game next for both sides.
And the honourable mention to the Punisher Gatling cannon.
Yeah, it raked down a lot of stuff, yeah. It's a good recycler, because you were just recycling gaunts.
I know, just trying.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it to the gaunts in this game. They worked hard in this game, regenerated. Most of these are 2nd and 3rd generation gaunts that were respawned from her. Oh dear.
Well and truly.
They are the grandchildren of the previous.
Tervagon mated, all right.
So then across here on the right hand side, James is going to give it to the exterminator tank. Didn't take a single wound, did it? Didn't take a single wound. Good for you. Right, so James will rally and regroup. He can go home rejoicing with the scoreline that's been picked up. As I said, it doesn't matter if you lost the game. What matters the most is the score you picked up. 76 points is a noble. It's a fantastic score. In fact, it's going to push you quite high up in the league. That's 8 armies entered in. We did say we're going to give you an update on the league. So if you haven't seen all the games, look away now. And as we've mentioned already, to see all of the league and all of the games, we've got some great combinations lined up, some debut armies on the way as well. Then do join us on channel membership. Sign up now and you can join us for the journey here for season 13. You can catch all the action. When you sign up, it supports us here on the channel. It's greatly appreciated. A massive shout out and thank you to everyone that supports us at the various levels and tiers. And if you're not content with Aspect Warrior level, you want to support the channel further, join us on the All-Type level. Phoenix Lords, get involved with the WhatsApp groups and so on. Tournaments as well, events that we have held and planning to hold more. And you can also support us on the Patreon page at bronze, silver and gold level. And of course, support James on his Patreon.
Thank you, comrade.
And membership as well. Okay, we'll look at the league next. All right, so 8 armies have been entered. What a twist. Tyranids go top. So first and second place are dominated by Tyranids at this point in the league. And obviously there's another game to go. But 89 points for the Red Tyranids, 86 for the Leviathan Tyranids in their game. Then in third place, James, you're third, the Guard.
Woohoo!
76 points, well done. Then Mike's Black Legion, Mike's Salamanders, the Eldar on 60, Necrons on 40, and the Red Scorpions have played a game as well on 33 points. That can drastically change. Red Scorpions, if they get a great game, they can launch themselves right up. And the Tyranids can drop right down if they have a bad game. So there's still all to play for, nothing decided at this stage. And there's still so many other factions to add in. We've got the Tau, the Ultramarines, the Thousand Sons, the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Harlequins, still all of these armies. Mike's Raven Guard on the way with all of their games that we've seen on membership as well. So hopefully plenty of fun and variety still to come. So join us if you can. Join in the fun. Follow the league along as we seek to establish a new channel champion for Season 13. Could be Xenos, could be Chaos.
Could be the glorious Astra
Militarum. Who knows?
And Ultramarine.
James is in the league, and our ears will never be the same again.
You can't complain about what I've done. Debut Codex, green to the rules, and I've still got plenty of victory points in my pocket.
Yep, that was a good fight, James. Good for you. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.